Hey guys, I'm Tara. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a yoga practice for relaxation. So we're going to do a lot of stretches to help us relax, and it is a nice time of year to do this type of practice where we could just be a little more chill, slow down, connect within. So for our practice for today, we're going to be kind of staying low to the ground. We're not going to do any standing postures. We will do some forward folds because that does help us kind of turn within, and they are more relaxing. But with that said, if forward folds aren't right for you, hold off or modify as you need with those postures. Really any pose. If it's not right for you for any reason, hold off or modify. And you could always sit in easy pose with a spine tall, turn within, and then join back in when you're ready. So with all that said, we will actually start right here in sitting. So you could choose either to sit in easy pose or kneeling. Okay, so just taking a moment just to bring our awareness within, bring us into the present moment, turn inward. So sit up nice and tall, spine straight. Whatever position you're in, cross leg or kneeling, just place the hands on the thighs, palms facing down. Close your eyes for a moment and really just draw your attention within. Bringing it away from what's going on in the external world, coming back toward your internal world, connecting with the breath, and just feeling yourself starting to slow down. Take 3 more breaths here. Last breath. And then blink the eyes open. Meet me on all fours. And for our practice today, also try to keep the breath flowing in and out of the nose. And let's just warm up a little bit. So if you've done any stretching practices with me before, you know I always like to find a little movement through the body before we start stretching, just to warm up our muscles. It's much better for your body to do a little warm up before. So it's not going to be anything crazy, still keeping it chill. So on the hands and knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, we'll move through some cat-cows just to start to get some movement in the spine. So you're going to let the belly drop down as you look up into cow. And then start to flatten the back. You could either pause in neutral or round through the upper back, drop the head down into cat. And then moving through cow again. And then to neutral spine or rounding into cat. With the breath, inhale cow. Exhale neutral or cat. 2 more. Inhale cow. Exhale neutral or cat. Inhale cow. Exhale, flat back or round, cat. Everyone inhale to cow, hold cow here and breathe. And then press back to sit and kneeling for a moment, just taking the pressure off the wrists. And we're just going to do a little activation through the lower body to warm up here before we move into our stretches. All right, so same position on all fours. Draw the right leg back so your toes are down on the ground, and we're just gonna do 5 leg lifts here, okay? So keep the toes pointing down, lift the right leg, feel the glute activate, and then drop down, okay? We're doing 4 more, keep the breath steady, and keep the spine nice and straight. So it's really just the leg moving. Okay, last one. Right knee comes down, left leg drags back. Okay, the toes are down, okay? And you could get a little core activation here too as well. Keep the left toes down, lift the left leg, feel that left glute, and then lower. And 4 more times here. Breath stays steady. And after you complete that, coming back to all fours. The toes are going to be together and the knees are wide. We're going to rock on and off from child's pose here, okay? So you press back like you're pressing to child's pose. You don't have to go all the way down. And then rock back up. Okay, press it back. Rock back up. 2 more, press back. Come back to the all four position. And then press back this time. You can reach the arms out, rest the head down, breathe. Let go. And just remembering to keep drawing that attention in and just being open to create space for relaxation in the body. One last breath in child's pose. Walk yourself up, feet crossed behind, come to sitting, and moving into our first stretch, Janu Sirsasana. Straighten the right leg out and tuck the left leg in so the left foot is on the inner right thigh. Sit up nice and tall here, okay? And you're gonna start to turn so that your body's facing the right leg. So the body wants to open to the left, square it over to the right. Breathe. Everyone's sitting up tall first. If you have a hard time keeping the back straight and the knee straight, just bend the right knee and work on keeping the spine straight instead of getting that curve here. Okay? And then option to fold over the right leg. You can still stay up tall, your choice. But again, keep squaring yourself so you're facing the right leg. So don't let that body pop open to the left. Square it down. Breathe. Relaxing into the posture. And if you have the mobility, maybe you want to take the left hand on the outside of the right foot to give you a little pull here. Do what feels right for your body. Maybe you can do this, but you don't feel warm enough. So you want to take a stretch that's not so deep. Always honor what your body's telling you each day. 2 more breaths. Okay, if you're forward, walking it back up. Everyone sit up tall for one more moment here. And then we'll switch sides. The left leg's gonna straighten out as the right leg tucks in. Okay, so you kind of have this figure 4 situation going on with the legs. Make sure the sit bones feel nice and even on the ground. Okay, sit up nice and tall here and face that left leg. Okay, all right, so we are getting a little work here through the core muscles to keep you facing the left. Again, if that knee can't get straight while sitting up tall, just get a little bend in it, that's fine. You'll kind of slowly work to get it a little straighter. Breathe. And then choose where you want to go. Do you want to stay sitting up tall or do you want to fold over the left leg? If you're folding, thinking about those left ribs lifting up and back a little bit, that'll really square you over that left leg. And breathe. Option if you want to take the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Three more breaths. Okay, if you're forward, walk yourself up. Again, everyone just pausing, sitting up tall for an extra moment here, feeling that length in the spine. Okay, and then from here we're going to transition to a variation of Baddha Konasana. So you're going to bring both feet in, so it's kind of like a little butterfly posture. But what I want you to do today, instead of really tucking the feet in super close to the pelvis, let them kind of go a little further out in front. And go ahead and shift around so that you feel nice and stable on the sit bones so that they feel nice and even. Okay, you could place the hands on the shins, and first, again, sitting up tall, trying to let go through the hips, really just letting the knees be heavy as they fall down toward the ground. Okay, and then choose where you want to go today. You could stay sitting up tall. You can fold forward, find length in the spine as we fold forward. A lot of times that's how I teach my forward folds. That kind of position of the spine is really good to get into kind of the stretch in the legs. But for today, if you would like to really tune into that relaxation portion of the stretch, feel free to start to round through the spine and just let the head hang down. And you can kind of let the elbows kind of fall down to the ground, okay, while the hands are on the feet. But only do this if it feels okay for you, if this is right for you. And whatever variation you're in, just stay connected with the breath. And just really trying to let go, allow that sense of relaxation to really just start to spread through the body, maybe making its way to your mind as the mind is starting to get a little quieter as we move through our poses here. 2 more breaths. And then if you're forward, walking yourself up, propping the hands behind you on fingertips, getting that length in the spine, sitting up tall. Okay, and then we're just going to neutralize through the spine after our forward folds. So you're crossing the feet, coming through all fours, toes together, knees wide. Sit back to a wide leg child's pose just for 1 breath. And then start to kind of snake your way through. So you're on the forearms, you're going to drop the pelvis down and make your way to Sphinx. All right, so allow the heels to kind of fall out to the sides, relaxing through the lower body, pressing down through the elbows to keep the shoulders down away from your ears, and breathe, just getting a little reverse in the spine after we did forward folding. As a physical therapist, I always like to make you do a little extension after we do a lot of forward folds, just because for a lot of us, we kind of need this, because a lot of what we do every day is in more forward positions and we don't get that extension through our spine. So it's nice to also move in this direction. 1 more breath. So relax yourself down to the ground. You can relax all the way down. I just don't want to smush my microphone. And then you're going to roll onto your right side. Keep the right arm out straight. Rest the head on the arm. Okay. And go ahead and just keep the right leg bent and straighten out through the left leg. Kind of feeling this length along the body. So from the left foot up. And then maybe reaching the left arm overhead, getting this kind of lengthening sensation. Breathe. And then come back in, draw the legs together. Left arm down at your side. Straighten the right leg out. You can either be super chill here and rest the left leg in front here, and just kind of chill out in this side lying position. So feel free to stay here. If you'd like an extra quad Stretch. You could start to bend the right knee, and you're going to hold the inner ankle with the left hand, pulling the right heel toward your right glute. Pulling it straight toward the glute. And breathe. Pull that left shoulder back. And there should be no pain in the knee. If there is, just stay with the other variation. And breathe. If you have the foot, release it. Everyone roll back onto your belly. Go ahead and do it nice and slowly, keeping that relaxing sensation in the body as you then roll onto your left side. Keep your left leg bent, right leg extends. Left arm is extended so your head has somewhere to rest. Breathe. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you float the right arm overhead, stretching through the right side body. Really letting that left side be really relaxed on the ground here. Okay, bring that right arm back down at your side. Straighten the left leg. The right leg can rest in front, and you could just hang out here, feeling the grounding sensation through the left side of the body. Either stay here or option to bend the left knee and hold the inner ankle with your right hand, pulling the left foot toward the left glute, and breathe here. You could also kind of push, like thinking about pushing your pelvis forward, or like tucking it underneath you to deepen, stretch in the quad. Again, there should be no pain in the knee. If there is, just take the variation that's more chill, where you're just relaxing in this beautiful side lying posture. 2 more breaths. Keep that right shoulder rolling back if you have the foot. And then if you're holding the foot, release it down. And everyone roll over onto your back. And we'll take a modified happy baby. So you're gonna hold the inner ankle. So you hold the inner left ankle with the left hand, inner right ankle with the right hand. The knees go out to the sides, and you breathe here, keeping the body, or the upper body, relaxed on the ground. So from your lower back, your sacrum, all the way up to the top of your head is resting on the earth. And just breathe. Really just trying to relax the core in this pose too. So letting the abdominal muscles start to relax. And just feeling that stretch in the inner thighs through maybe the pelvis. 3 breaths. Last breath. And then releasing the feet down. Slowly straightening the legs out for Shavasana. And stay for this part of the practice. We're just going to do a short Shavasana here, and this is just as important as our stretches. Relax the backs of the hands on the ground, palms facing up. Tuck the shoulders under, relax back down, and really just let everything melt down now. Feeling the whole back of your body being supported on the earth. And just really letting go of any muscles you don't need to use right now. Letting the body be heavy. Letting the eyes close and the muscles of the face relax. And allowing the breath to flow in and out at a pace that feels comfortable and relaxing. And as we rest in Shavasana here, we really allow all the movement that we did in our practice to really just settle into our body. Just a few more breaths here, really letting go. And then slowly bring movement back by wiggling fingers and toes. Bend through the knees, plant the feet on the floor. Feel how that kind of grounds you back. And then the arms float overhead, extend through the fingertips. Roll to one side, keeping the bottom arm straight, resting the head on the arm. And then use your hands as you press yourself back up to sit in easy pose. Draw the hands together at the heart. And we'll close our practice with one breath here together. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Return to your comfortable breath. Hands release down and the eyes can blink open. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. Thank you guys for practicing with me today. I'm trying to hide from the sun. It was not sunny at all, so I didn't close the blinds, but then the sun started shining through, so that's why I'm kind of sitting all the way over here. But thank you for practicing. If you like practicing with me and you're looking for longer yoga practices and practices that really go beyond just working on the physical body, then check out my Patreon. I'll leave a link in the description down below, but each month we have a topic of the month that we go into detail on, and you get a meditation practice on it and a really long yoga practice on it. So yeah, if you're interested, check it out. But otherwise, that's all from me for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this practice, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.